Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing some makeup because it's Halloween time and that's what we do in Halloween time. We paint our faces, and body paint always does well on this channel. I can't imagine why, but it always does well on this channel. So we're going to do more body paint, and we're going to see, the initial idea was I was going to don a bald cap and do the body paint. However, I've kind of already done bald caps on this channel, and which you can see up here. I'll link it. And that was when I had longer hair too, so it's even faster now that I have short hair. Although this is the longest it's been in a hot minute. But instead of putting on a bald cap today, I kind of just decided I would shave my head, so I'm gonna go do that off camera because I don't want to get hair all over myself. And then I'll be right back, and then we'll do some makeup. I did it. Oh, we're still focusing apparently. I shaved my head. My scalp is a little irritated because I did just take off like 4 inches of hair. So now I'm gonna paint myself blue. Looking at reference photos of Megamind, he's got some facial hair and blue skin. We're gonna start with the blue skin because I feel like that's gonna be the easiest to start off with. I am gonna take off my necklace. If I can find the clasp. Anyways, yeah, we're just gonna paint myself blue. Let's start with that. I left my water in the other room, apparently. That's embarrassing. But this is basically the perfect blue. This is gonna be the blush palette we use. I got a bigger brush. Look at this. Look at this. It's huge. So in theory, it's gonna make painting my head and neck area a lot faster. It's very soft too. But let me go get water just a second. I also got a beauty blender. I've never used a beauty blender before. I think that's going to be how we contour, because Megamind has kind of snatch features. Like, homeboy has some angles. Just pack it on, and oh my god, that's cold. Oops. I'm glad there's a sheet under me. The nice thing is he's basically all the same color all over his head. This actually feels so good. Oh man. It's looking a little splotchy right now, but we're just trying to get a base coat we can pack more on in a minute. I will say I do think this brush is maybe better suited for liquid instead of like water activated, because that's what this one is. Which, if you want to see, if you want more information on different body paints, one of my first videos was about the different types of body paint and their uses and some pros and cons with them. I probably should update it at some point, but it's a good like basic video for getting to know the information. It's not perfect. I'm heavily biased towards water-based paints and water-activated paints, and so like when it comes down to it, it's kind of biased in that way. And I'm not super worried about lips because I actually have a lipstick color that's basically the same color, interestingly enough. Well, that's nice. That's really good for packing on color a little bit better. Yeah, the sun's super unreliable right now. They did a really good job with the Megamind movie of not making it like it's ridiculous, but in a good. I found a mirror so I can like see what I'm doing a little better. One thing that's kind of nice about Megamind's design is he does have some like pink tones in his skin, which means he does bleed red. Blush is a lot easier because it's a little more true to like normal blush tones instead of like a green or something. I think it actually was a good move on the designer's part, because instead of having like a completely otherworldly looking character, the pink tones in the skin kind of help bring some humanity, quote unquote, back into the design without making it like too much. I have body hair for this. Not body hair, it's facial hair. I have facial hair for this look, which I'm really excited to use because I've never had facial hair before. I get like a clear white peach fuzz on like right here, and that's about it. And so anyways, I'm blue now. Like a paler blue man group person. So we're gonna do lips next, and for lips, where'd it go? This is the Birthday Babe in Maybelline. This won't come off of me. Like, I have a couple clips of myself wearing other colors in this, including like black and like a berry red, and like in the shower smearing, like it doesn't budge. It's really nice. I really like this brand. Probably going to end up buying the whole line at some point, but for now we're just using these. It is a little bit darker, but I don't feel like that's awful because it's also mixing a little bit with the body paint. So that's fine. Megamind has super thin lips. Dude is not blessed with thick lips. But actually, that's not a bad tone. I thought it was going to be like the same color as the body paint, which it's not, which is fine. But it's not a bad like lip color to compare it to. Megamind has super dark brows, which normally makes me nervous. Like, I normally don't want to do like, wow, I have so much more blue makeup than I thought I did. Weird. Anyways, I don't usually like doing super dark brows on myself. They tend to look cartoonish. There's one other character that I will do super dark brows with, and eventually I'll probably film some stuff with him. It's Rock Lee. I tend to bleach my brows if I'm gonna do anything with my brows. I have thick brows in general, and so I don't really fill or anything. It's just luck, I guess, or good genetics. I don't know. But we're just gonna use, this is literally just mascara. We're gonna use mascara. And he's not like super crazy brows. Gonna get blue body paint in this mascara. This is great. So his brows are a little bit bigger at the arch. They're like tapered, arch, and tapered. So come on, focus. Focus on me. Same on the other side. One of these looks way clumpier than the other, and I'm not sure how I did that. I mean, they just look defined on the little tiny view screen I have. I'm going to use this NYX Epic Wear liner stick in Chill Blue just to do a little bit of my inner corners. Canonically, Megamind wears tight lining, which we'll do, but this will be a nice shimmer to kind of help blend some of this and also highlight. So we have it a little cleaner around the eyes. I tried so hard to find a Black Mamba style cape, and they just straight up do not exist. It's so upsetting. If I was going to like ship an entire Megamind costume, but I didn't really want to spend $60 just to have the collar. But there is no Queen of England. Not anymore, there's not. Okay, so it looks like he just does the waterline on the bottom lashes. I like that. I do like that. I am going to do something on the upper lashes because otherwise, the upper lash line, otherwise that's going to look weird. So I'm going to take that same chill blue, chill blue NYX liner. And I do my tight lining usually by like closing my eyes and running this along. Because if I try to do it with my eye open like that, I can't even do it with my eye open. But it just kind of gives me an easier way to get into that area without it freaking out my eyes so much. I was like this close to just painting my whole face with this lipstick, but it really is hard to get off. Like, I would have to coat my face in Vaseline. So I'm going to use this Revolution Neutrals 2 palette, and I'm going to use a non-shimmery, pinky toned blush. Do they have names? No. So a lot of, if you look at the reference pictures, Megamind has blush on his nose, his cheeks, and more on his ears. And those are kind of the like focal points of the blush. So we're gonna put those there. I'm really thinking, does that have, it's a little more peachy than I want. Yeah, that's the one, I think. That's the one to go with. Okay, so we're gonna do this one right here, this blush. And I'm just gonna take another kabuki brush and I'm going to squish it down so it's a little bit more compact, and I'm going to use that to pick up the color. And we're just gonna pop it and kind of just stamp it a little bit so you get an idea of where it goes. The ears I'm less worried about because I can buff that out pretty well. And he has a very blended blush. That already looks... I mean, yeah, that's it. I think it's time to put the facial hair on. This makeup is actually really easy. So the facial hair I got is a two-part thing. I haven't even held that up against my face yet. It's a two-part thing. And I'm gonna trim the bottom piece because I tried so hard to figure out what on earth his facial hair thing is called. But it's just like a strip right here. It looks dumb. If I'm being totally honest, I'm sorry if you have this facial hair. It looks dumb. I don't understand why you would... Why, but whatever. So we're just gonna cut like in a straight line from where this, like, let me show you. So I have these little, these are awful. Okay. Normally with spirit gum, you want to tap it until it gets tacky. But that's gonna mess up the body paint and I don't wanna do that. So we're gonna just wait patiently. And while that's setting, I'm gonna use this e.l.f. No Budge retractable eyeliner to do tight lining on my bottom lashes. I can already feel it setting a bit. I just don't want it not set enough when I start putting it down, like putting the facial hair onto the face. So this pencil is very helpful for cleaning up around the eyes. Oh man. Oh man. So if I like move my mouth enough, it will come off. Maybe I like mentally think of my head as bigger. Oh, there it is. Yep. We are going to contour some. This is the Revolution Marvelous Mattes palette, which is perfect. And then I'm taking the blue right next to it. And we're just going to... I'm going to use my fingers just so that it's easier. And this isn't totally a necessary step, but it adds a little more dimension to add more blue tones in here. I tilt my head down, it's
Just move. Smash.
there's hair. It's not just like so funny. Anyways, we're gonna go back to contouring. I had to replace my camera battery. This one may not last much longer. Okay, I've done it. My camera battery died for a second there, but I forgot what I was recording. I apparently haven't charged any of my batteries, so oops. If you thought this was fun though, me shaving my actual head and painting myself like a cartoon character. I do weird stuff on my channel sometimes. Sometimes this is coming off. Sometimes I do makeup, sometimes I don't. Sometimes, yeah, it's time to call it. I play video games on Sundays, and I post videos on Thursdays, and I've been posting shorts every other day of the week. I'm looking at maybe doing story time on Mondays or Tuesdays. I think Tuesdays maybe. I don't know. Still deciding. But I'm bald now. That's a cool, neat little twist for this week. I have lunch with my dad tomorrow. So yeah, Megamind's a great movie. We love it. It's fun. I didn't want to put on a bald cap, so I'm bald now. But go ahead, like, subscribe, comment, the whole thing. You know, watch my other videos. But okay, bye.